Hey yo, welcome back to the Dog and Beyond. So you got some, of course, this is gonna be a happy video, like, hey, but I do want to say like thoughts and prayers out to Damar Hamlin, who had suffered a cardiac arrest in the Monday night game, like minutes into the game. If you don't know about it, I of course am not a medical person, so I cannot fully speak on exactly what happened, but from what I've been hearing is it's like he watch it, it wasn't like a crazy big hit, like yeah, he wrapped around and stuff, but like when they were talking about like hits happening, it just was it was the right timing and wrong place, and it looked like usually it's like when the heart like stops or something, and like it's that perfect timing, that like millisecond you have, and of course that's when his body just basically collapsed, and he, as far as I know, again I'm not expert, he was basically dead since they had to give him the shocker, the shocks. Yeah, so thoughts out to him and everything. Yeah, so it's a horrible situation that happened, but of course he was in the area, basically the closest proximity to a medical professional, so he definitely got the help that he needed right away, which is probably a reason why he's in the position he's in, which is in critical condition. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but to shift now, let's make this a little bit happier here. So as we know, we have college basketball, with actually having New Mexico being the last and now not undefeated team in the NCAA. We go back to baseball a little bit. We have free agencies kind of slowed down a little bit. It's all of the really big names are still not out there anymore. We of course had the biggest free agency here with the New York Yankees. So I'm gonna go down. There's a list here of basically the big signees. They do have a lot of minor leaguers who they don't have the money for, mainly because they're making a couple $100,000 instead of a major league deal with millions. And of course you have a lot part of the team just not have any idea where they're going to be in the coming season. So you of course have Aaron Judge signing the biggest free agent deal this year, at its 9 years, $336 million, which for this first season, he's making about $40 million, which, wow, it does so seem weird, because Cristiano Ronaldo, who just started his season in Saudi Arabia, is getting paid like $70 million. This is $30 million, and it's still a whole lot of money. Most of this money is a whole lot of money. Making $3.5 million is not an easy thing to do, no matter where you are. I mean, so of course this was the biggest deal. Like, I'm not really just doing this as a Yankee fan and doing it first. It's literally just because they got like some of the biggest deals done, and very quickly too. But yeah, so I think that it was obviously probably in their main priority, especially since it was for like a whole year they were trying to. Everyone was like, if you saw Yankee fans, talk to Yankee fans, we're always like, they need to just give him a lot of money, because in the end, it's gonna pay for itself. People are gonna keep. That's how you get that business. That's why he was like. That's why they said that he called. They called, and like on the spot, he was apparently offered another $40 million. If I'm wrong, don't take my word for it. But that's what I heard, especially from I heard from 5 or 6 reports. Even from like the news report that I saw of them at the winter meetings, he apparently offered on the spot $40 million more. So he was actually going for 320. But yeah, they would have just kind of lost the fan base. Not lost it in general, but like, because the Yankee world is crazy. If you've ever been to the Bronx, it's something that it just feels right. I've been to Citi Field with the Mets. I'm sure it just felt weird. That felt very weird. But yeah, so we had that, and we also had, like, days later, we had Carlos Rondon pay 6 years, 162. Literally a whole lot of money, but it's still $48 million less, $248 million less than Judge. I'm just giving a little comparison right there. A whole lot of money, but still $248 million less. Getting paid $27 million a year. This is the crazy thing. Giants lost two people. The Giants lost two people. Basically, actually three, because they lost Correa. But yeah, this is a starting pitcher. We really needed this, and hopefully it will pay off. Hopefully we can have Montas come back and, after his injury, be who we think he really can be, and give us a really solid rotation this year. So this money is a huge thing. I saw this and I was like, wow, that's a big deal both ways, because it's kind of the Yankees saving money a little bit. And also Rondon happy, making $162 million, and hopefully being part of the possibly one of the highest and best rotations in the league. So here we have, between two people, we have $512 million or something like that. Combined for 9 years, basically, because Rondon's 3 years less. So actually technically it would only be for 6 years that they're combining with that money. And yeah, so two people, 500 and something, 50 million almost. Wow. Next we got Andrew Benintendi, who is now no longer a Yankee. He has taken a deal with the White Sox for 5 years, $75 million, which I heard was kind of crazy, because that's the biggest deal in White Sox history. Think about that. You have someone making 43. No, I don't know. I'm horrible at math. I'm trying to just like subtract this right now, and it's weirdly hard. But yeah. They having that be their record, and having us pay $360 million just shows like the difference that these teams have and what they can offer. It's mind blowing. Anthony Rizzo, we got him back. That was like one of the biggest deals that the Yankees made. 2 years, $40 million. I think it was definitely a helper with getting Judge back, like with Rizzo having that whole situation with the Cubs, and them thinking that he's gonna be a Cub for life, then getting traded, and having him actually sign a deal back with the Yankees and showing his loyalty. It helped. I think it personally I think it helped Judge, and that whole situation, like, hey, like, look who we got Rizzo back. We're fully in. They even said they were like, whatever it takes. Literally, they were gonna pay. As you can see, they have $40 million like that. And of course, he got the captaincy. If you did not see that video, I do have a little short on that, so you can go check that out. But we lost Carpenter to San Diego for 2 years, $12 million. Good for him. He basically is reviving his career. He's made a few $1 million. He's gonna make now double digits out in Southern California, which I hope to be back down there, hopefully in the coming years. And we have Tommy Kahnle, who we actually got back from the Dodgers for 2 years, 11.5. And now we apparently, I actually did not remember this happening. We lost Miguel Castro to the Arizona Diamondbacks for a year, 3.5. So yeah, that's basically the top like players. Of course, we have minor leaguers that when the spring training starts, I'll do a bunch more of these, and maybe I can even get the whole league done. Which there are teams that have like no major players, just little situations go on. But we still also do have Aroldis Chapman, Zach Britton, Chad Green, who I didn't think that he was actually still here. I thought I thought that he 2022, 23. Oh, he's still a free agent, huh? I did not realize that. Greg Bird, we somehow got back. We have Marwin Gonzalez, Castro, no other real big names or anyone that's been to the league. So a bunch of these players I'm actually kind of surprised about. It says here for the only one with the market value is Chapman. Here at 6.65 million. Not really sure who's gonna do that. Like it kind of just, and also we have Hicks, we have Donaldson, who we've been trying to, of course, have get off the team, but no one's taken them. But yeah, so those are, of course, the major ones, and again, that's the only reason why I'm doing them first. If the Giants got them both, I would definitely be doing the Giants first. But yeah, so Yankees have very fortunately let that paybook open and gave it to him and got him back. So yeah, if you're happy with what the Yankees did, if you're happy how the Yankees did it, and if you're happy that if you hate that the Yankees did it, hit the like button. It helps. So yeah, thanks. Subscribe if you want, comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.